Hey, here we are outside. I'm going to shoot my 58 caliber cannon I got off eBay from the Kennesaw Cannon Company in Kennesaw, Georgia. The wheels and the frame are made of plastic. The barrel is made of steel. It's a very high quality reproduction of a Civil War cannon. Over here I have my gunpowder. I've got what's called 2FG gunpowder, FFG, Bass Pro Shop. It's for muzzle loading, shotguns, reloading. It's the original black powder. It's not the Pyrodex substitute. It tells you in the instruction manual to use only original black powder, no substitutes. Black powder is actually a little more corrosive. This stuff's Goex, made by Goex, American made since 1912. If you look at all the warning labels all over, it talks about keeping out of the reach of children, could cause serious death and injury. It's very explosive, and that's what I need to do. I need to make a big explosion with this cannon. If you look at the ingredients on the side, it says that, let me find the ingredients. Basically it's charcoal, there it is, made from charcoal, potassium nitrate, sulfur, and charcoal. That's what black powder is made of, those three ingredients. Got that from Bass Pro Shop. I think it was about $26, and that's for a pound. And if you look over here, we've got a 100-foot roll of fuse from American Visco company. It actually came from Scientific Supply Company. Comes in 100-foot or 50-foot rolls. $26 for 100 foot. So I'm going to be cutting off 6 inches, and I use 6 inches. We actually measured it. It said on the website that it burns 2.4 inches per 2.4 inches seconds per inch. And actually we measured, it was came out to 3.7, so we have a little bit more time. So a 6-inch fuse be about 22 seconds of burn time. That's plenty. There's no need to cut a foot fuse like it says in the instruction manual. It's just wasting fuse. 100 foot I can get at least 200 fuses out of it. So we cut a 6-inch fuse. It tells you that the fuse goes in first. It's 3/32 of an inch, and the hole's also a 1/8 of an inch, so those are equivalent. So it does fit in the hole. It tells you to put in there in the hole 1 inch. Then we're going to measure out 1 scoop of gunpowder. You probably get away with 2 or 3 scoops. You don't want to go through too much, because put too many scoops of powder, the explosion is too great for the metal, and it will actually blow out the side of the pipe. And I don't want to damage the cannon. It says on the website I got off eBay, it's $26, that the thing will last you a lifetime if you take care of it. Wait 5 minutes between each firing, so there's no live embers in there when you put the gunpowder. Big no-no is loading from the can to the barrel. You always have a powder measure or powder scoop you use, so that if there is a spark and ignites, it's only going to burn the powder that's in the measurer, not the 1 pound of gunpowder. You do not want to be holding a 1 pound can of black powder when it starts to ignite. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get a piece of paper, put it on the ground, and this is what we're going to do to measure out the gunpowder. We want to catch any residue that falls out of the scoop so we could reuse it, because this stuff's not cheap. Let me have my powder scoop. Go ahead and I got to hold the camera with one hand, so go ahead and measure out up to the top of the scoop there. Okay, that's fine. Gather up the paper, and we'll just I put that other sheet of paper underneath this to catch any that fall off. Put it underneath. Okay, lay it down on the floor, on the ground. Now, no, okay, you could do it that way. That's fine. This is 1 scoop. Powder is rated in grains. Goex has 5 different grains of powder. They have what's called, or maybe it's six. They have Cannon, they have 1FG, 2FG, 3FG, 4FG, and they have what's called cartridge, which is the finest powder. It's actually hard to find. I had trouble finding this stuff. Called Goex distributors. You can't buy it directly from Goex. You have to go through a distributor. There's a company called Deerfield Creek in Indiana. I called them. The guy said that you could go with 2F or 1F if you can find it. But 3F would be too fine, and cannon powder is actually too coarse to ignite, because this is a miniature cannon, not a big full-size cannon. So here we go. We're going to dump the powder in the back of the cannon. Sabina, grab the cannon, hold it up so I can dump the powder in the back of the cannon. And what we do is we use a piece of tissue paper as wadding, and we'll take that ramrod. My ramrod is actually made from a 1/4-inch dowel rod. I just sand it down and put some tung oil on it to give it a little bit of a natural finish. So the gunpowder's in there. You take your ramrod. Make sure you shake the powder to the back.
Dad, where's the paper? You had a big wadded piece.
Okay. Hang on a second. No, we got to pack the powder first. Then we pack the wadding. And if you look down in there, yeah, the gunpowder fell down inside. There was a little shaft. I don't know if you could see it inside there. So the gunpowder fell down inside there. First, when we did it, I didn't think it was going to work. But actually, I was surprised how easy it was to ignite and how well it works. You could pack a little harder than that. You don't have to jam it down in there. That's good enough. We have our wick inserted in the end. Did you insert it 1 inch? About 1 inch in there? Okay, now we're going to go out here. We're going to take our lighter. We're going to set our cannon on the ground. And we've got a little bald spot out here where there's no grass. And we're just going to set it down, light it, and get away. And I'm going to go ahead and videotape the whole thing. Like I said, it takes about 30 seconds, about 22-25 seconds for it to ignite. Once the fuse ignites, it burns pretty rapidly. Yeah, you're fine. There we go, the fuse is lit. I'm going to slowly back up, keep it in view. Go ahead and zoom in on it. And it was a 58 caliber cannon. And we still want to stay clear in case there's some residue powder inside of it. I'm not going to go pick it up yet. It tells you to wait about 5 minutes to reload. And if you do reload, they say it might be a good idea to swab the inside with a wet sponge. That was pretty loud. Sounded like it was a lot louder than the firecracker. I didn't cover my ears so I could actually hear the full effect of it. There's the wadding. It's an actual firing cannon. That is, instead of putting the wadding in there, you put the wadding. If you put a projectile, you could put a steel BB or something like that, and it would actually fire that out of the barrel. That would be kind of crazy right now because I don't know how far that thing would go. I do have some neighbors that are close to the house here as it is, and firing a loud cannon like that's kind of pushing it anyway. So hope you enjoyed my shooting my cannon post. So if you like it, leave me positive feedback. Thanks for watching.